Hi, I'm Abby from Everything Botanical, and this is the new air pot that we're using this year. It's made out of 97% recycled consumer plastic, and we're the first grower to use it in Connecticut. As you can see, the bottom is open, and the sides here have holes all the way around. What that allows the tree to do is to grow out, and all of its roots come to the edges instead of coiling around in the pot. We find that our trees are growing faster, better, and surviving the longest possible life with the pots that we have. And today we're going to be potting up a Sargent crabapple into our new air pots. We have our crabapple trees and all of our bare root from J. Frank Schmidt. We have our McEnroe potting mix, our air pots, and then we treat everything with a probiotic. This is Quantum Organic Total that we got from Green Earth Ag in Connecticut. And we pre-soak these with the probiotic for 2 hours. And now we're going to be packing soil into the air pot here. The key when you're planting these is to get all of the potting mix out to the points here. If the potting mix doesn't come all the way to the points, your root growth won't come out as far, and you're not using all the benefits of the pot. Put a few scoops in the bottom, and then I'm going to use my hands to push it all the way out so you can see it coming out the holes. And I make sure my tree is not planted too deep, and that these very top roots are just barely below the surface. We also don't wrap any of the roots around in the pot. They go straight out to the sides. We've root pruned it so that we don't get any wrapping at all. And that way, as the tree roots out, all the roots continue to always run to the sides. And I hold this in place. It's okay if it goes down a little bit because we end up lifting it as we pot. And if you're having trouble getting the potting mix to the sides, what we do is we use either a 1x1 or water to push the product out to the edges. I found with pots this size, we can just tamp them on the ground and it goes out well enough. We water them after and add more material if we need to, more potting mix. We'll be able to keep the trees in these pots for a couple of years if we need to. And the benefit is no matter how long we hold them, the roots will always go out to the edges and not start wrapping around in the pot. And the tree will continue to grow bigger day by day, faster than it would in a plastic pot as well. And with Patrick being an arborist on site, we see a lot of trees with girdling roots and roots that continually wrap around and around to the edges. So this is our effort to be producing trees in our community that will last at least 50 years for the full life expectancy of the plant. Current studies are finding that many plants, many trees, by the time their trunk hits the diameter of the pot that they're in, the tree dies because its roots had wrapped around so much, the trunk actually gets choked off. And so what we see as arborists, or what Patrick's seeing when he's out on site, is that we're losing a lot of trees that have been in the ground for quite a while, but they're still suffering the effects of the pot. So this is our best effort to change that and produce the best product for our clients. Then we tamp it on the ground. Our bigger pots, we can't do that. We have to use 1x1s. And I use my fingers. Each one gets lots of loving care, but it could be in here for a while. We water it in and we're all set. And in 3 months, this will be ready to sell retail.